Welcome to the Pre-Vegans Podcast, your guide to embracing a plant-based lifestyle, one step at a time. In today's episode, we're diving into cruelty-free products, what they are, why they matter, and how to make the switch. And later, we'll hear an inspiring vegan origin story from Damien Mander, a former Special Forces soldier turned wildlife protector who's using his strength to fight for the voiceless. Now, let's turn it over to your host, Sean A. Russell.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pre-Vegans Podcast, the show designed to support you no matter where you are in your vegan journey. Whether you're just exploring the idea of plant-based living or you're a longtime vegan looking for better ways to communicate with others, this podcast is for you. Before you dive into today's topic, if you're enjoying the show, please take a moment to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your reviews help more people discover this resource, and they truly mean the world to us. Now, let's get into today's mailbag question. Today's question comes from Harper in Glasgow, Scotland, who asks,
"What's a good vegan snack to keep me full between meals?"
Great question, Harper. Staying full and energized as a vegan is all about fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Here are some go-to snacks that will keep you satisfied. Hummus and veggies. The fiber from the veggies plus the protein from the hummus equals a filling combo. Nut butter and banana on whole grain toast. Healthy fats and slow digesting carbs keep energy levels steady. Trail mix and nuts and dried fruit. A great on-the-go option packed with nutrients. Roasted chicken. Just kidding. Chickpeas. Crunchy, protein-packed, and easy to make at home. Chia pudding. High in fiber, omega-3s, and protein. Keeps you full for hours. Snacking as a vegan is easy and delicious when you focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Thanks for the question, Harper. When people hear the term cruelty-free, they often think of makeup and skincare. But did you know it goes beyond that? From household cleaners to fashion, cruelty-free choices are everywhere. Let's break it all down in today's segment on cruelty-free living.
The truth about cruelty-free products. What you need to know. When people hear the term cruelty-free, they often think of cosmetics. But did you know that cruelty-free living goes beyond makeup and skincare? From household cleaners to clothing, and even the food you buy, making cruelty-free choices is an essential part of an ethical, plant-based lifestyle. Let's break it down. What does cruelty-free really mean? A cruelty-free product means it wasn't tested on animals at any stage of production. This applies to makeup and skincare, foundations, lipsticks, lotions, and sunscreens, hair care and hygiene, shampoos, deodorants, and toothpaste, household products, laundry detergents, dish soaps, and disinfectants, clothing and accessories, leather, wool, silk, and down alternatives, food and supplements. Some supplements and wines use animal-derived ingredients. But here's the catch. Cruelty-free does not automatically mean vegan. Some products may not be tested on animals but still contain animal-derived ingredients like beeswax, lanolin, or carmine. How to find truly cruelty-free products? Look for certified logos. The Leaping Bunny and PETA's cruelty-free logo ensure no animal testing. Check ingredients. Watch out for honey, gelatin, lanolin, and collagen in beauty and personal care products. Use cruelty-free databases. Websites like Cruelty-Free Kitty and Logical Harmony keep updated lists of ethical brands. Support ethical brands. Companies like Pacifica, Elf, Method, and Dr. Bronner's offer fully cruelty-free and vegan options. Why cruelty-free matters. Animal testing is outdated, unnecessary, and incredibly cruel. With modern science and technology, we now have better, more effective testing methods that don't involve harming animals. Plus, choosing cruelty-free products sends a message to companies that compassion matters. Final thought. Making the switch to cruelty-free products is one of the easiest ways to align your daily choices with your values. Start small. Swap out your shampoo, your laundry detergent, or your favorite lipstick for an ethical alternative. Every choice makes a difference.
Cruelty-free living is one of the simplest ways to align your daily habits with compassion. Whether it's switching out your shampoo, your laundry detergent, or even your wardrobe, every choice makes a difference. Now, speaking of making a difference, Damien Mander is someone who took a completely unexpected path in veganism. A former Special Forces soldier and anti-poaching warrior, Damien saw firsthand the brutality of poaching and animal exploitation. Instead of turning away, he dedicated his life to protecting animals and made a life-changing decision to go vegan. Let's hear his powerful story.
I was traveling 2009 after Iraq in Africa, ended up setting up this foundation, and each year I'd go back to Australia and we'd put on this music concert, this music festival called Raw for Africa, and raise some bucks and come back over to Africa and spend it on our projects. And we had a committee, and there was one woman in the committee, she was like saying, why are we serving meat at this festival if we're trying to save animals? And I say, chickens and cows aren't going extinct. And then a common excuse, we're doing all this good work over there protecting animals. Surely we can come back here and have a barbecue. But she planted a seed, and that seed sprouted, hey? And it took a few years. I was going out each day, walking around the bush, protecting one group of animals, coming home in the evening and throwing another animal on the fire. And what I was saying in terms of, I was traveling around the world by this stage, doing a lot of media, a lot of public speaking. What I was saying and how I was behaving were heading in two different directions. And ultimately, I knew I was being a hypocrite in my behavior. So that was essentially it. One day, actually, I was asked to do one of these TEDx talks. It was at Sydney Opera House. I'd never done a talk in front of such a big audience before. It was going to be 2,500 people, and so I had to spend 6 months' notice to practice and get the story right. And it was meant to be about anti-poaching. And I started doing all this research, and then stumbled onto some talks and some videos. Phil Wallen, Gary Yourofsky, and of course the vegan maker itself, the movie Earthlings, done by a very good mate of mine now, Sean Monson. And I watched that, and I'm like, fucking hell, what's going on here? This is a big story. And me as an environmentalist, a conservationist, I spent so much time out there trying to protect these animals, and were actually, in the dietary choices that I was making, I was responsible for destroying the very habitat that they needed.
A huge thank you to Damien Mander for sharing his incredible story. His transformation is a reminder that compassion and strength go hand in hand. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with today's question of the day. What is your go-to vegan snack that keeps you full? Drop your answer by going to prevegans.com or email us at contact@vegansexplore.com. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who's curious about plant-based living. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and stay compassionate. See you soon.
You're listening to the Pre-Vegans podcast, found on the Vegans Explore Network. For more episodes and to learn how to participate in the Pre-Vegans Challenge, be sure to visit prevegans.com. Today's episode was edited and produced by Sean A. Russell.